Hi everyone, welcome back to the another video of Nias Academy. So guys, in our previous video we have learned about the remote sensing technologies. We have seen what is remote sensing, we have learned how does this remote sensing works. So basically guys, this particular remote sensing technology uses the satellites, different types of the drones, and that can acquire the huge amount of the data by using these satellites and the drones. So that huge amount of the data that will become an input to us, and now we have to work on that data. Like there are some type of the categorization, classification, sorting is required for this data. That is nothing but the geographic data, and we have to put that particular data into an like a manner that user can understand, such as in case of the maps, Google Maps. So over here, that huge amount of the data we can we can present it on a map by using some sort of the hardware, that is your laptop, your cell phones, different hardwares, softwares, that is the actual Google Maps that we are using, Google Earth, different softwares are there. The human human personal that can actually read the data, and that based upon that particular data, like a human can decide and human can mark out their decisions based upon this geographic data. So guys, basically over here the data which we are getting from the satellites, or to be precisely from the remote sensing, that huge amount of the data we have to put it across in a readable format that a end user can easily understand. So that particular process can be carried out by using the GIS. The GIS stands for the Geographic Information System. This particular system consists of the different analytical tools, different hardwares, softwares, the maps that we are using today, that consists of GIS. So guys, over here in our today's video we are going to learn about the GIS. Why do we need the GIS system in our life? What are the applications of the GIS? Advantages of the GIS we are going to cover in our today's video. So guys, if you are new over here on my educational channel Engineers Academy, kindly subscribe it and please press the bell icon. So guys, without wasting any time, let's begin with our today's topic of GIS, Geographic Information System. Guys, can you see this particular picture? That is the picture of our country India, taken during the night time by using a satellite. So this particular picture, it's a very simple picture, but it can tell you a lot of data. Like it can highlight you the number of cities that is highlighted, that is electrified during the night time. If we assign a particular time to this image, like at this particular time the satellite captured this image, during that time how much cities in India were completely electrified, were completely illuminated, and how much number of the cities that requires some sort of attention or some sort of the development, like these cities are not electrified, or these are the rural areas of our country. So basically that particular information I can get it from this particular picture. Over here guys, you can see the cities like Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Bangalore, on the north side Delhi, Patna, eastern side Calcutta. That is like that these are the major cities which is completely electrified and illuminated. Some of the cities like on the trails of the Rajasthan, there are some cities like Udaipur and different cities. These particular cities require some kind of development. So this particular information that we are getting from by using this simple picture, that information is known as the spatial information. Like over here I am linking some data to an image, to a satellite image. Okay, so this particular linking we can call it as a GIS, that is the Geographic Information System. Guys, let me tell you another example. Like GIS is firstly developed in 1854 in London during the cholera outbreak. So over there, John Snow, he was like an physicist. Like he prepared a maps, like, and on that particular maps, like there were the different like roads, apartments, like that, that like the first map he prepared, and on that particular map he assigned the number of concentrated region for the cholera. That particular map shows the number of concentrated regions for the cholera, and the source of the water, such as the different pump houses, and like from these pump houses the water is coming out, that contaminated water is coming, and then like the trails of the cholera gets found. Like this is nothing but the spatial study. So that is nothing but the spatial study. So over here guys, Mr. John Snow, he used the geographic information to carry out and to solve his problem. Basically he found out from where the contaminated water is coming from. So over here he used the geographic analysis. So this is nothing but the GIS. This is nothing but the geographic information system. So over here guys, we can define what is GIS. It is nothing but the business information management system that helps us to capture, analyze and present the spatial information on the map. It means like we are accessing the geography by using the remote sensing. We are collecting the data, and all that particular data we are putting across on the maps. So over here guys, we can say John Snow, he used the GIS system. He has taken some better decisions based upon geography. It means he used the GIS system. So over here GIS can make our decisions better. So let's understand how. So guys, every day millions of decisions that is powered by the GIS, and we are not know that we are actually using the GIS. Retailers use the GIS to accurately pinpoint a particular location for their new stores that can actually attract the new customers, and within that particular locality that retailer can find out the new trends, like what their customers actually need, what their customers actually require. So they can find out the new trends within the locality, and they actually use the GIS to implement their new stores. We are using some of the apps like Ola and Uber to book a cab. These particular apps access the information, that is the geographical information, by using the remote sensing devices, by using your cell phones and the GPS, that is the satellites, and then that particular information is utilized by the softwares, that is the Ola and the Uber, and then the better decision can be taken out, like we can navigate to our destinations by using this Ola and Uber. So over here guys, the navigation by using the Google Maps, that has been much more simplified by using the GIS system. In the agricultural as well, in the agriculture, like the remote sensing devices, they track down the how much land is there for the agricultural, like how much the land that is actually fits for the agricultural activity, what is the type of the land, what is the type of the soil, how much, or else what are the different plants we can get it from that particular soil. So that particular data is completely analyzed by using the GIS in the agricultural divisions. In the hospitals industries, some of the in this particular pandemic situation of the COVID, like the number of concentrated regions, like this particular number of concentrated regions are presented, all the data has been presented on the map, so that we can say like the COVID is originated from the China, and then this is spreading all across the globe. Like we can see the traces, we can see the how does this virus gets like trapped, how does this, like we can see the traces, we can see the trail completely on a map. So that is possible just because of the GIS. Also this particular GIS is very much useful in the military and some sort of the intelligence activities. Like one can track down the enemies, the different bunkers, enemy bunkers, by using the remote sensing, satellites, drones. So over here our military organizations such as RAW and different military organizations, they can carry out their missions, they can plan accordingly by using the GIS, by using the geography, by using the geographic information system. So over here guys, the GIS is much more effective in almost all the areas. Also in the real estate development, suppose there is a new developer that he wants to develop an apartment in the middle of the city. Then first of all he analyzes the locality, he analyzes the area, like how much there are schools are there in that particular locality, what is the accessibility, like how does the like the national highways, like the also the electricity, water supply. He will check out everything by using the GIS. Also guys, while searching for a new home, we are using the maps. We can see that particular location on the map and we can check out the other different localities. Like on a map there is a data that is present into the layers. All these particular layers, these layers are required in the GIS, that is the geographic information system. These particular different layers shows us the data, shows us the information, and that information like it is sensed by the satellites, by the remote sensing, and that particular data needs to be analyzed by using this GIS software. So guys, almost in the every industry GIS is helpful. Also guys, in the supply chain management, when you order something on the Amazon, you just provide them your address so that the parcel will get delivered to your doorsteps. Like from the origin up to the delivery, we can see the pinpoint location of your order. We can track our order by using this GIS. So most of the giant tech companies, they are using this particular GIS in geographical information system alongside with the machine learning and the IoT, Internet of Things. So guys, these are some of the topics we will be covering in our next videos. Guys, this is nothing but the GIS in supply chain management. So guys, over here we can say that GIS makes the better use of the geography, and we can plan our actions based upon the GIS. So guys, how does this GIS works? Like we will be getting the information from the remote sensing devices. That particular information we have to categorize, we have to sort. Now this particular spatial information we need to like manipulate. So for that we need some sort of the hardware, then we need some sort of the software, that is the data collection. After that, the data manipulation techniques, we require some of the sensitive softwares to read that particular data, and then that particular data gets presented in the form of different layers, such as in case of the Google Maps. Like one layer is for the roads, that is for the national highways are completely segregated, railroads, like different restricted areas, that is one layer basically. The second layer is also there, that is for the greenery or as the terrain map, the satellite views. These are the different layers which are there in the Google Maps. So all the data that it is presented on the layers that contains the different features. So this particular representation we are getting on a map. So that is known as the GIS, and based upon that particular geographic location and based upon that particular location information, we can plan our things. Like one can plan their things according to their need, and simultaneously they can improve their productivity. The manufacturers can track down their customers, the hospitals industry can track down their patients, the retailers can track down their customers over here. So this is how the GIS works. Also in the disaster management, the GIS is much more useful. Suppose an area that is affected by an earthquake, so what is the nearest best possible place to move the people, to move the other utilities and the resources? So that is easily calculated by using the GIS tools, GIS softwares. So over here guys, the location information is much more required in our today's day. Nowadays our cell phones, our smartphones, our wearable devices, our cameras, all devices are equipped with the GPS modules. This particular like smart devices access the information location, and based upon that particular information location, we are getting the search results on the Google as well. When a person is apply for a job, he get a search results based upon his location, based upon his preferable location. So this particular GIS is really helpful in our life, and this particular GIS making things better in our life every day. For each and every sector, for each and every unit is accessing this particular GIS system. So guys, what you think about the GIS, please tell me in the comments, and guys, please do subscribe to my educational channel Engineers Academy. Thank you so much guys for watching this educational video.